Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala Sayyidina Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi man wala amma ba'd. Someone was asking the other day that I was born Muslim, and now that I'm studying other religions, I'm having doubts about Islam, I'm thinking about changing my religion and so on, and wanted my opinion on that. And what I can say is that I personally, I'm not against having doubts, because as they say, doubts are the road to certainty. Doubts make you understand your deen better. So doubts, it means you are searching for the truth. So for a person like that, I will tell them first of all that I'm happy that you are having your doubts, which means you are looking for the truth, right? Every Christian or Jewish person or Hindu person or any person who came to Islam, for example, how did their journey start? By doubts. They started doubting what they had learned, and they wanted to learn more, and they came to the Haqq. So for the Muslim also to have doubts, it's not necessarily a bad thing, as long as it leads you to the Haqq. Leads you to the Haqq and make it appreciate it and understand it more. Many of the people today who are the best and the strongest Muslims, some of the greatest ulama in our time, were people who started with doubt. People who at some stage in their life, they even wanted to leave Islam. There are ulama today, I don't want to mention their names, great ulama, but they were at one stage in their life, they wanted to leave Islam. But that made them study Islam more. And when they studied the deen more and properly from the right people, their doubts changed into iman and certainty. And today they are the best people to explain Islam. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh came to Rasulullah and said, Ya Rasulullah, sometimes I have thoughts and doubts in my mind about Allah, about Islam, and they are so bad I cannot even mention them. He said, I'm too scared to even say it, Ya Rasulullah. So Rasulullah didn't get angry. He smiled. He said, that is a sign of your iman, O Abu Hurairah. Because the reason you are calling it doubt, because you have iman, that's why you call it doubt. It's like you say, I'm doubting my iman. So that means you have iman. If you didn't have iman, doubt will not bother you. If you don't have iman, the doubt will not trouble you. You will just not care. So the second part is, the brother mentions that he's studying other religions and so on, and there's nothing wrong with that as well, because we have to understand, we believe in what was revealed to us and what was revealed before us. So all these other religions, they were all revealed before Islam, meaning the essence of these religions, not necessarily everything people are doing today. Just like everything people are doing in Islam today is not maybe what Allah says, right? But if somebody goes and kills people in the name of Islam, that's not what the Prophet taught. So doesn't mean everything the Christians and the Jews are doing today is what Jesus taught. But the essence of these religions, they all come from Allah. The Torah, the Injil, the Bible, even the Buddhist religion, the Hindu religion, they have divine origins. So, but when we study other religions, we need to understand that Allah has been revealing His deen from the time of Adam alayhi salam continuously to every nation and every people through different prophets and different languages in different books. Sometimes Allah's revelation came down in Hebrew, sometimes it came down in the Indian languages, sometimes it maybe even came in Malayo or whatever language. Allah revealed in every language He spoke. But we have to understand that all of them lead to the final message, which is Islam. So for a Muslim to go to another religion is basically going backwards. It's like there is the textbook, of 2018, and you are leaving that and going back to the textbook of 2013. It's still a good book, but it's outdated. Something much better has come, which has everything that was in that book, but it's got more illustrations, more pictures, is nicer, is more experienced. So why would you want to do that? To give you an even more simpler example, why would you want to, if you have a phone, that latest phone of 2018, the S9, Then you put that away and you want to buy the S2 of 6 years old, you know. Nobody goes backward, right, with the phone. So why is it that in religion we want to go back? Because if you want to go back to Jesus and Christianity, Jesus predicted the coming of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you want to go to Buddhism or any other religion, whatever they are teaching, already predicted Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And remember that Islam is the combination and the culmination and the perfection of all the religions. Jesus can teach you many things, but he cannot teach you everything. For example, he cannot teach you how to be a good husband. Why? Because he was never married. He cannot teach you how to be a good father because he was not a father. He had no children. But Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a husband, he was a father. So he can teach you that also. If you are a president of a country, Jesus cannot teach you anything about that because he was never a leader of a nation. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the leader of his nation. If you are going to war, you are a soldier, you are a military man, Jesus cannot teach you about that because he never went to war. Maybe Musa alayhi salam, but Jesus never. Isa alayhi salam cannot, but Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to war, he can teach you. So, in every angle, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has in him the best qualities of all the prophets before him. Allah, after describing the stories of all the prophets, he says in the Quran to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ فَبِهُدَاهُمْ اقْتَدِهْ. Those are the people I guided before you, O Muhammad. So follow their guidance. So the ulama say what that means is that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in him, he has followed the guidance of all the prophets. So why you want to go to this one, that one, this one, when in him you find everything? So yes, so study the other religions and study Islam as well properly. Sometimes you find Muslims, they know more about other religion than their own religion. So you study Islam, and don't study Islam from a narrow-minded viewpoint. Study Islam from those who really understand Islam. And if you are looking for the truth, you will find it. If you are looking for the truth, you know, Bayazid al-Bustami, the great Sufi, he said, for 30 years, I traveled the whole world, meeting the ulama, the awliya, the shuyukh, attending the dars. He said, for 30 years, I was looking for Allah. And when I finally found him, when my heart was at certainty and peace, I have found my Creator, I realized that for 30 years, he was looking for me. So he was looking for me. So it is good for us to search, it is good for us to question sometimes, but the goal shouldn't be I'm questioning because I want to question. But it should be I'm questioning so I can find the answer. And when you ask Allah for the answer, Allah will show you the answer. Allah will show you the answer. So may Allah show us all the haqq in everything. Ameen.